You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Welcome, everybody, into the Western States Racing League. Tonight, the drivers head to Canadian Motorsports Park, north of the border, where we go right and left here, up and down hills. I am Mike Taboni in the booth. Joined with me, as always, is Alan Bergen. Alan, how's it going, man?
It's going good. This is like, time number 3 that we've actually got to work a full show together since you come in on late night. And hey, look, we're the nightcap, buddy. So I did get to run a few laps here. This is a tricky technical course. A lot of, you got to keep it on the road, bud. Keep it between the lines.
Yeah, and the worst part about it is you're basically driving a box around the track. I mean, these trucks are not necessarily designed to go road course racing. But we've had... The Western States loves coming to Canada. They've raced here 14 times from basically 2015 to now. And, I mean, they've had 59 lead changes. Christian Bishop, Kyle McCartney, Brian Barnes, Bob Beltrami, all are recent winners. So definitely look forward to seeing how they're going to handle the track today. But they also have to watch out for Justin Michael, who's been putting on a clinic as of late.
Oh, you're definitely not wrong. Look, we got 25 trucks signed in to try to tackle this Canadian tire or motorsport. if you want to not be if you want to be abbreviated about it. But I tell you what, though, it's gonna be fun, and I love the fact that on road courses they don't run any cautions, so 40 laps it should be a pretty quick race. And the reason they don't run cautions on road courses is because it would essentially take, like, I don't know, 4 minutes a lap. So, you know, what would take an hour would take probably about 3.5, and well, you know.
I mean, Canadian, well, most part, will take an average of, I'm going to say, a minute 27, 28, just green flag laps. So if you throw in a caution, it's definitely going to, like, quadruple the time, especially if these guys get a little loose coming out of the turns. JTW here on top of the board with a 122.82 on his first lap. Christian Bishop following behind him with a 122.83. So thousandths of a second separate the top two on our leaderboard right now.
So look, right, I'm going to be watching turn 5. Turn 5 is going to be a calamity corner because you're going to come down this hill and you got to be a second gear as we're watching the number 26 truck come down. I want to say he's almost at turn 5 right now. Or no, wait, he's coming down the front stretch.
So this is the turn that you are talking about. Turn 5, also known as Moss Corner. These guys are going to definitely be coming through here. I was trying to get a good view of it here, but truck just disappeared. But you can just see how
whoa, hey,
how much
hello.
how much that corner is there. But it looks like almost everybody's. Whoa, there goes the 77 of Chris Sumard around.
You know, the series also, Mike, loves Mid-Ohio, too.
Yeah, they've ran a bunch there, too. And the nice part about it is these guys have driven together, you know, well, this is their 50th season, so they've driven together tons. And they put on a show at road courses, too. I mean, we have, like you said, 20-something drivers out here. It's not like in some of the other leagues where you have, whoa.
Oh, Justin Michael was getting ready to go that turn if he'd not, you know,
Justin Michael
off-roading.
I was going to say, Justin Michael was going to go to outer space there after that corner. They Matt Sisler up here. Justin Michael is the pole setter right now with a 122.01.
Let's go on board with the 93 truck. Let's go on board with Sisler so we can see that turn. Here we are. So now you're second, hard brake. And then, oh wait, and this, right when you come over this hill is where it's at. So you're third gear, I'm third gear right through here. And then I'm second, hard brake, right. First gear. This is gonna be Calamity Corner.
Yeah, you definitely are not wrong there.
Very technical section to get through, and they're going to be shifting a whole lot when they come through there. You know, when I ran these laps earlier in the day, it's almost like I didn't hit fourth gear, but for a couple of sections of the racetrack.
Track map. So there's the track map up there. You can see as Julian Ricci's coming towards the end of the front stretch here, the beginning of the front stretch here. You're also going to have a hard time trying to get down pit lane too there.
Oh, it's going to be slick.
Ricci still sitting 18th, 126, so still trying to make his way through there, but this track has so many different changes in elevation and different turns. As you're watching here, let's see if we can jump to entry here. So you should see there's Julian coming down the hill, trying to downshift as they go through, and then all the way around through the exit, and then back on the throttle.
Yeah, and so the other thing too, Mike, is these guys will more than likely utilize trail braking. And trail braking is the art of when you're on the brakes, but you're on the gas too, to keep the RPMs up in the truck, so that way you can make the make the turner, and two, not kill the momentum coming off the corner.
Yeah, I'm looking at the leaderboard right now. Justin Michael and Andrew Schulte sit 1-2 once again, with Lyle Swearingen and Kyle McCartney in 3 and 4. So not a whole lot of time really separating the top 10. I mean, basically it's a second, but it's not a ton of time, as Jeff Schmeier says, don't count me out, as he goes 122.3.
I wonder how many of these guys are actually using kilometers in the truck instead of miles per hour.
Well, I was going to say this is almost a 2.5 mile track, but it's almost a 4 kilometer track too. 10 turns.
Hey, look, I'm not going to do that much math here tonight, so we'll just stick with the standards, not the metrics.
See who else is on track right now as Schmeier's rolling through here.
And the thing too, Mike, is, you know, some of these guys,
Schmeier's calling it done.
Some of these guys might not even take a qualifying lap.
Well, that's funny of you to say there, Alan, because that's all the qualifying we get. 10 minutes. And basically, if you weren't on track right when it started, you were pretty much not going to get a chance to go qualifying because, like we said, a couple minutes or, a minute and a half a lap. If you're not ready to go, it's going to be a little rough there. So let's see if we can get a better view of the drivers here. Go through the well, looks like that's probably about as good as we're gonna get. So go ahead and take a rundown of the starting grid. Justin Michael, Andrew Schulte in row 1, Jeff Schmeier, Lyle Swearingen row 2, Kyle McCartney, Matt Sisler, Justin T. Wilkinson, Christian Bishop in row 4, row 5, William Fletcher, Butch Davis, and I believe got Brian Barnes and Chad Simpson. Ryan Steele, Chris. I want to say, you got it?
Yeah, I'll take it from here. You do it. Let's see. We got Ryan Steele, Chris Samard. 15th will be Bob Beltrami. Wayne Hutchins will start to his outside in P16. Starting 17th will be Kelly Bishop. Starting to his outside will be Morris G. Bogan. Starting 19th will be Julian Reese. And starting to his outside will be Michael Melville Jr. Starting 21st will be Dan Brazington. And to his outside. And 22nd will be Charlie Widener. Dustin Burns will start on 23rd, and to his outside and 24th will be James Lehman. Moving back to the field, starting 25th will be Carl Burke, and starting shotgun on the field right here from Canada will be Anthony Reiner.
Yeah, about half the field didn't take a qualifying lap last 7-8 guys there, so they will be looking to warm up their tires here and get rolling. See if Carl Burke or Anthony Reiner jump on board as Andrew Schulte gets a little jump on the pace truck there.
Well, look, I've never seen this racetrack as a spectator or even a commentator, so I assume they go all the way around the racetrack for their pace lap. I mean, it's certainly looking like that.
It is definitely that way.
That's all right. That's all right. We can handle that. Meanwhile, while they're going around the racetrack, Mike, guess what we're going to roll out here at SRM on the Facebook?
What are we rolling out on the Facebook?
Way Back Wednesday. We're going to dive deep.
Back.
Way Back Wednesday. So look, the morning, the radio show, the radio station that I listen to here in St. Louis, they have Way Back Weekends or Way Back Wednesdays where they play old like 90s alternative. I took the idea, I said, hey, how can we apply it to SRM? And I come Way Back Wednesday. So you will see a race on Wednesdays that I post from way back in the day. I mean, it's 2 years is back in the day. So any race, any series that we have covered in the past. So be checking out Facebook for that.
Yeah, definitely pay attention. We're trying to do a lot more with our Facebook, getting more drivers noticed out there as well. So definitely pay attention to that.
Yes. I love social media. There's no doubt about it. I think it's known as actually like social media.
They're getting close to the penultimate corner here. Coming through turn 9.
This is what, 10 corners? 10 turns?
10 turns, yep. 10 turns. Oh. Justin Michael with the button as they head down the front stretch. And he is down and away, tries to slide up in front of Andrew Schulte. Will do just that, trying to get the run into the corner. And these two single filed out pretty quickly. Everybody else behind them, 2 by 2.
Whoa, Justin Michael, and you got to remember, these are somewhat cold tires that these guys are running on, so they have to tiptoe around these first couple turns, and they were scrubbing the tires a little bit there, on the pace laps.
Yeah, you could definitely see that Andrew Schulte was trying to speed up a little bit, get some heat built into those tires as they snake their way down the track here.
Well, it's definitely no surprise to see Justin Michael out there, but don't look now, Jeff Schmeier is there running third, and he is one hell of a road racer there in that 30 truck of Jeff Schmeier. So, he's figured out these tracks, these 2 road courses that WSRL have come to in the past. Yeah.
And when I first started broadcasting this league, there wasn't a Justin Michael or an Andrew Schulte. Usually, if a guy was going to win it, I mean, Lyle Swearingen went and they were playing, and he was doing the IndyCar thing, I believe, mostly. But so he wasn't around. But it was either Jeff Schmeier, Kyle McCartney, or Christian Bishop that were going to win these road courses, and it wasn't really a question of anybody else at the moment. Bob Beltrami has a few wins here as well, so just look for them to work their way through the field. They've had tons of practice here, but like we said before, though, these trucks are almost like driving a box around this track.
It's still fun to do. But I mean, I would consider Jeff Schmeier like he's like the he's been here a very long time. Let's go with that.
Yeah, like these guys have been racing together for a long time, so they all know each other, know their strengths, know their weaknesses as they're working their way around the track. So it looks like Morris Brogan having another little issue there. Charlie Widener as well. Like Dustin Burns is a little slow moving here. Julian Ricci, Dan Brazenton making his way through Moss here.
And that's that turn that we've been talking about at the top of the show. But here's the thing I want to point out too is road racing is, you're not even playing the same sport as you would be on an oval. So the guys that excel on ovals may not excel on road courses unless you're Justin Michael and you just excel on everything.
Yeah, and the other thing about these tracks is if you make a mistake, because there's no cautions, so if you make a mistake, you're usually at least going to the back of the field. So you have to be a little more careful than you would be at an oval where you can get one of those cautions to kind of help you out a little bit, get you back on track. But at the road course here, if you make a mistake, that's just where you're going to be.
Yeah, and it's really easy to get behind here on these road courses. We're on board here with Jeff Schmeier, and he's following Andrew Schulte. And this top three, they're just taking it nice and easy throughout this third lap. These laps are so long that you don't have to rush anything. But no one's really kind of like jumping out or making any kind of moves right now, as they're gonna almost want to play leapfrog, and it's really easy to overdrive some of these corners. So you really got to work on your braking points.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to work on it and figure out where you want to be.
Right now, though, Justin Michael has this place figured out. And Jeff Schmeier, I thought about making that move there on Andrew Schulte there in that number 81 truck.
Kind of watching this battle here because it's a pretty good battle, but I want to go back here. Let's see if we can see what's going on here with Butch Davis and Matt Sisler, and even Justin Wilkinson here, just behind Christian Bishop. These guys are battling hot and heavy here as they're trying to figure out where they can make a pass.
Yeah, I mean, you're almost setting the person you're going to pass up like 3 corners away. And Butch Davis, he's another one of those drivers who has a lot of laps on this racetrack.
You see Justin T. Wilkinson going to the outside there of Sisler, going to make that pass in that 19 machine. If he's going to be able to close the gap on Butch Davis here as they're working through S's.
I think this is a very technical part of the race course.
Yeah, Wilkinson just got a little loose, going to allow Sisler to get to his outside, but gets back in the throttle. He's going to maintain that position there.
And that's those mistakes that you were talking about that you really don't want to make or cannot afford to make.
Back here with Bob Beltrami. It looks like Beltrami had a little trouble a couple laps ago. He's got that 14 machine pointed in the right direction now.
So my thing too, Mike, is the fact that I think Mid-Ohio is probably just a little more technical than those. But most difficult in their own right, though.
Now you can see the way these guys are driving this corner here, and seeing how they're adjusting their braking, trying to figure out where they want to be. As you saw Brian Barnes start to close in really quickly on the back there of William Fletcher. Fletcher was on the brakes about a quarter of a second before Barnes was, and Barnes just kept driving it in there.
I had to stare at a computer screen all day putting in paperwork, but hey, it's way more fun to watch these races go down than it is to write up preventive maintenance procedures.
Definitely agree with you on that one.
Jeff Schmeier would like to write up a procedure on how to get around Andrew Schulte there on this road course as he is trying to figure it out.
Back on board here. Lost a little bit of time there, but he is going to close in here pretty quickly. For a while there.
This is the corner.
Yeah.
This is the corner that I feel like you could overdrive real easy.
That's exactly what I think is going to wind up happening, is somebody's going to overdrive it, and it's going to stack up a little bit of the field there. Not sure when that's going to happen, but definitely seems more likely than not.
And just like Meatloaf, I just took the words right out of your mouth. Half the field don't even know who Meatloaf is. Baby Bob Beltrami.
Oh, I'm sure there's a few, at least in this league. Some of our other leagues, not so much.
Hey, I went to a wedding. My aunt and uncle got married back in, I want to say, 98 or so. And someone told the DJ to put Paradise by the Dashboard Lights on a loop. I mean,
like,
look. There's only so many times you can be blessed by the be 17 and blessed, okay? Michael Millfield Jr., he's up 5 spots. He's running at 15th, and you know, he's one of those guys that I feel like could be good at road courses, as he takes the right side wheels and dips them off the road.
just trying to find the right way around this track, and it's definitely not easy, and it doesn't look like there's been a whole lot of opportunities to pass. Michael Millfield Jr. is up 5 spots. He is one of the drivers that didn't take a qualifying lap, so he's trying to do it all on his own from starting towards the back of the field here.
I think it's beneficial to not take a qualifying lap, because if you're up there, like if you're a guy named Michael or a guy named Andrew or a guy named Jeff, you guys are definitely, whoa! And, oh, Michael Millfield Jr. is going to nose it right into the wall. And this is when you got to really get her going again. And as,
Stay out of the way.
Beltrami just had to make an evasive move.
Let's see if we can kind of see what happened here.
It's like he just hits those rumble strips just the wrong way, and then, pow. Nice soft kiss to the wall there as he waves hi to his pit crew.
Yeah, his pit crew's probably saying, hey, you're supposed to do that after the race.
Oh, meanwhile, back here at the ranch, Justin Heichel, he's like, look, adios, amigos, I'm out of here. He is not playing defense at all. In fact, he's making it look easy.
Yeah, see how many laps they have to go before they make a pit stop. I believe they're only going to have to make one.
Lap
So,
20.
I'd assume it'd be lap 20, maybe lap 21.
Well, you know what happens when we start trying to figure out their pit strategy?
They'll change it.
They look, we zig, they zag. I mean, come on.
From looking at the other race results from the other truck series that ran here this, about, 2 hours ago now? Racers Elite had a pretty dominant winner as well, so we'll see if Justin Michael can work his magic to do that here.
Oh boy. Well, so far, Justin Michael is schooling the field on road course racing, and the top three are pretty spread out. But I'm kind of shocked, Mike, with some of these open straightaways and these high-speed passes. I'm surprised no one's really making any sort of aggressive moves, as we're 9 laps into this affair out of 40. So,
yeah, and we've had, Anthony Reiner didn't qualify, didn't start. James Lehman didn't qualify, didn't start. And Carl Burke didn't qualify and didn't start. But Charlie Widener started the race, made it 2.99 laps, and said he had enough fun here. And got a ticket back to the States, I believe, there.
yeah, I went ahead and just made it. I made it back to the States pretty early. I was gonna actually race, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to mess up anybody's race, so because those are final, night before the chase starts.
Yeah. Well, how would you feel if you were Justin Michael? Okay. Just let me. So, they run 20 races. Okay, they have 3 drop weeks. Justin Michael.
Okay.
Okay, let me bring it up. Justin Michael has 6 races. He's looking to three-peat if he wins, or 3 in a row if he wins this one. But
Correct.
as of right now, he's going to be... Right now he's sitting in 9th spot, 93 points back behind the leader. And he has missed 3 races, so he has to do really good the rest of the season, not miss any races, and then hopefully Chad Simpson or Andrew Schultz or Kyle McCartney have a bad race at one of these tracks.
So essentially, they're looking for a computer failure that would essentially set them out for the next foreseeable future.
Like Dustin Burns had a rough time through Moss Corner. But yeah, Justin's missed 3 races and got 9 points in 1 race. So the 3 races he missed are definitely his drop weeks. So somebody's gonna have to have at least one or at least a couple bad races if he's gonna be able to contend for this championship, even though he'll have the most wins on the season.
So, Kinsley Smith on Racers Elite, Mike, won the regular season. And there's a 4-way tie, or there's a tie all the way down to 13th. Dennis Kane misses the chase by 1 point.
Yeah, it's going to be as bad as tomorrow night when there's 5 drivers battling for 2 spots. Butch Davis trying to make the pass on Kyle McCartney. Kyle McCartney says, not this time, and pulls that Snap-on 18 machine back out in front.
As I like to call the most expensive truck in the field.
Yeah, don't remind me. I might have to start making payments to that truck.
Oh no! Don't go in debt to that truck.
I know. Guess I'll have to go visit the Harbor Freight store to get a new toolbox. But
there you go. Check out Zorro.com. Z-O-R-O. Zorro.com. Kind of like Granger, but a little bit cheaper. That's my favorite place to shop for stuff. Ever since I took over the ordering of parts for my department at work on my 9 to 5, the purchasing department goes, "Why do you order from Zorro?" I said, "Because they're cheaper than Granger and way less expensive, or way better than Harbor Freight." And you get 2-day shipping.
These top 3 are just starting to pull away. Like the gap back from Jeff Schmeier to Lyle Swearingen is almost 2 seconds now.
I mean, are you really surprised to see Schmeier up there in the top 3 though?
No, not really. He runs really well. Usually he's running pretty well, just winds up in the wrong place at the wrong time usually. Christian Bishop down to the inside, going to try and make some passes here on this road course. He's moved up the most right now as he is +4 running P4.
Started 8th, and he gets that 4th position from Lyle Swearingen, and he's looking to make up a lot of time. There he goes through the S's, or one of the S's. He starts down that hill. Or he went through the S's, and now he's back on the front straightaway. You know, Mike, I'm just curious on how many times these guys are shifting through a lap.
Well, let's see if we can find out. Let's
Yeah, so Justin Michael, I would suspect he's going to go down the third.
down to second.
Second. And then is he going to grab another gear?
Back to third.
Okay, this is where I want to see it, right? Second, and then first.
We're
Bam,
down to
there
first,
it is.
yep. Ooh. Andrew Schultz went wide.
And mind you, he's carrying so much speed that you're coming second, third gear at 108, and you drop it all the way down to first, and you're doing highway speed.
He made it up to fourth gear before he starts slowing down once again.
I bet he's trail braking, and I would love to ask him that, but these guys are definitely busy in their office.
Yeah, probably not a good time to do that.
But I tell you what, though,
oh, that's Chris Simard. That was almost out in the grass as he is just all over the track there.
Justin Martin trying to save the fine folks here at Canadian Tire or Motorsport a ton of money on our landscaping. As he is dirt tracking it. Did he watch the rally racing earlier?
I did not.
Because he just look. Chris Simard is driving this road course like he's in a rally cross. He's sliding that truck all the way around. But you know, I just want to give a shout out to Johnny Wood Jr. on winning the championship on Sunday Cup League last night. And we're going to give a also a shout out to my nephew. It's his birthday today. I meant to give him a shout out yesterday, but it really wasn't his birthday, so. But I thought I'd give him a shout out now.
Chris Simard and William Fletcher not exactly happy with each other.
I bet not. Look, I made a lot of people mad on the track.
See if we can go back and
We're
take
near
a
you.
look. We ain't got anything else to do real quick. See what happened back here. Chris Simard goes to the outside. And William Fletcher just keeps kind of pushing him out towards the grass. So Chris Simard goes back on the rumble strips. Gets right on the bump, gives him a little bump, gets him out of shape, and makes the pass.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
I mean, look, I'm a little impressed right now because no one's really being a rolling roadblock because we got one truck on the pit road who's essentially a ton of laps down. That's Dan Brady's in at number 29 truck.
I'll say it looks like Dustin Burns is just taking his time around the track. Back up front as Andrew Schultz has closed the gap on Justin Michael. Maybe he got a little lonely up front.
Andrew Schultz is like, hey, buddy, let the Taco Bell through. Ooh, boy, here we go. I think Justin Michael is going to be out. Nope. Andrew Schultz has really got to figure out how to set that pass up and get back to his inside. Ooh, Justin Michael gets a little out of shape.
Andrew Schulte drives it to the inside. And he's going to take that spot, maybe. Side-by-side racing on the road course.
Whoa, Schmeier just went off the road.
Schmeier just decided to get loose all over the place. Going to lose P3 to Christian Bishop. And he's going to be like, nah, I'm done. Going to pit lane.
Adios.
Man, I don't know that it's really going to hurt anything pitting this early. I mean, you should be able to make your pit stop and get back out before the leaders even get back around. So
the only time you ever take 4 tires in a green flag pit stop at a road
Whoa.
course is broken.
Justin Michael
And
all over the place.
that's not
Christian Bishop going to take P2. Lyle Swearingen P3.
And that's not what you want to do.
No, Justin Michael hard on the brakes. Looks like he might have been driving that a little too hard as Kyle McCartney curb hops, tries to get through Moss Corner and get by Justin Michael. Michael blocks it, and McCartney loses a little bit of ground, about half a second there.
Oh, boy. Justin Michael is in recovery mode. And I tell you what, he's going to be very, very busy. Kyle McCartney is going to be trying everything he can to get around Justin Michael in that number 87 truck.
I almost thought he was going to come to pit lane after sliding around all over the track, but he stays out. Butch Davis also stays out after getting a little loose there.
No harm, no foul.
I'll say Justin Wilkinson also got loose coming out of turn 10 there towards the front stretch. And with the little hiccup there by Justin Michael and by Jeff Schmeier, Andrew Schulte has decided to check out on the field. He is almost 4 seconds in front of Christian Bishop right now, and almost 5 in front of third place.
I mean, when you're thinking outside the bun, look, he's like, I'm going to go get me some Baja Blast. I will see you guys later. I'm waiting for that truck to come out too, the Baja Blast truck. I'm waiting for him to do it. You know, I'm surprised these guys don't hire road course ringers.
Just look at how these guys are sliding through. Christian Bishop down pit lane. Kyle McCartney down. Lyle Swearingen and Justin Michael all stayed out, though. Let's see if we can find where Jeff Schmeier has cycled out. Jeff Schmeier cycled out P14. Basically 30 seconds behind Andrew Schulte right now.
It's a long time.
But Jeff Schmeier's pit lane time was 40 seconds. So Schulte has to make a pit stop. So if Jeff Schmeier can maintain his pace here, he could be sitting in just the right position in order to maybe steal a win here.
I couldn't agree with you more.
And Jeff Schmeier does have to deal with a little bit of traffic, but everybody in front of him has to pit, so should be doing pretty well here. Tried to pass Chad Simpson through Moss Corner, didn't get it done, but stays right behind him. Lyle Swearingen down pit lane. I mean, and Jeff Schmeier right now has over a 3-second gap to Christian Bishop, who pitted 2 laps later than him. So As long as he can keep it together, he should be good.
Just past halfway here at Canadian Motorsports Park. Right now, Andrew Schultz is still in your lead there in that number 81 truck. Justin Heichel doing everything he can to get back to the lead and finish one spot better than what he's at right now. But I gotta give hats off to Jeff Schmeier. He's essentially up there in that third spot. 30, almost a half a minute behind, but I mean, here we are.
That might just be the right call, though. I mean, he should have enough fuel because Andrew Schultz and Justin Michael, they haven't pitted yet. They're going to have to come down pit lane. Everybody's spent at least 40 seconds on pit lane. So if Jeff Schmeier can just, keep going in the right direction here, as Christian Bishop has closed a ton of time, though.
That's the thing, is you're going to have comers and goers.
It's gonna be close. Justin Michael came in, but Andrew Schultz did not. Andrew Schultz is still rolling out there in that 81 Taco Bell Toyota.
It makes me want Taco Bell, but I done had Hardee's for dinner.
I can't have either one of those because they're like an hour and a half away.
DoorDash.
Yeah, not paying that much for that.
Look, is there anybody out there in YouTube land that can DoorDash my buddy Mike some food? We gotta get a DoorDash sponsor.
How long before Andrew Schultz comes in? Do you think he comes in this lap, or do you think he's going to try and extend that lead just a little bit more?
I think he's trying to extend it just a little bit more. I mean, like I said, I stopped trying to figure out fuel strategy a long time ago, but every time we do, they seem to make us look like fools.
Jeff Schmeier does not want to see Julian Ricci in front of him there.
I mean, you definitely don't.
Not when you have Christian Bishop closing like he is right now. Schmeier able to get by. Now you want Julian Ricci right behind you.
Well, yeah, because he's running the screen right now, and he's using that two truck of Julian Ricci. That's an insurance policy right now. Down the hill and through the corner, the ATW in that number 19 truck. Justin Michael all the way back to 6th.
Trying to find some guys that are trying to make some passes here, and it's just not really happening after the pit cycle. Everybody's kind of 3-4 tenths apart. Like Butch Davis had an issue there as he went off track a little bit. That's the other thing at some of these road courses. These guys have instant caps where they'll wind up having to come down and serve black flags and disqualifications and stuff like that if they go off course. This one here I don't think is near as bad as Dakota about that, but
oh boy. Circuit of the Americas.
Yeah.
I love the track and I love our leagues that we carry here on SRM. But holy cow, when you run a stage break at a road course, you're just asking for trouble.
And right now it's heating up for the lead.
Whoa,
Schmeier and Christian Bishop side by side. Schmeier getting a little loose, maybe overdrove turn 10 there, but he is back in front. But Christian Bishop is going to hang right on that right side as Andrew Schultz comes out of the pits in third place, and he will fall in line here with this three-way battle for the lead on the road course. Bishop to the inside, Schmeier on the outside. Schmeier takes the inside of the next corner.
I think he splits the difference. He's going to end up putting a bumper to somebody.
I know Schulte is faster than both of these guys for the most part, but we've seen Andrew Schulte kind of hang back there as they come through, headed to Moss. Bishop floors it through there, takes the high line, and he is out and away, and he's got almost a half-second lead now.
I mean, he really has no choice. But Andrew Schulte, I got a feeling he's going to get real impatient here real quick.
To the outside he goes.
And he's going to get around Schmeier. Nope, Schmeier still got him.
And that's the part about road course racing. You're on the inside one corner, you're on the outside the next. Come by the start-finish line, working on lap 25. Schulte diving it in deep, going to see if he can make the pass on Schmeier. Schmeier goes off into the grass, and that's going to allow Schulte to get the advantage and move into P2. He has put Schmeier away and now has a second to make up on Christian Bishop, as he loved what he was seeing in his rearview mirror.
Loving what he saw in his rearview mirror. Here comes Andrew Schulte. If you're a guy named Christian, you're running for the hills.
Yeah, definitely don't drive through your rearview mirror.
Stay focused. Drive through the windshield. Lap 25 of 40. 24 laps complete so far. No caution flags. Of course, they don't run caution because why? It takes almost 5 minutes a lap to do a caution flag. And road course racing is already long enough. You don't want to add in 5 laps of caution too.
I mean, you say that, but we've only been racing for 35 minutes.
I'll take it.
So, I mean, it's pretty good. The way these guys are going, we'll be done in an hour.
I'll take it.
As the battle is heating up for the lead once again. Schulte on the bumper there. And Schulte just ran the quickest lap of the race, 1:22.09, almost as fast as Justin Michael ran for qualifying.
Jeez. Lap 26 of 40 here, and Andrew Schulte giving pursuit to Christian Bishop, and here they come around that corner. Second gear, popping down the further. Whoa, hello, hi, hello. A whole lot of bumper there.
I think Andrew Schulte has that corner almost down pat. He is just he is trying to get by Christian Bishop with everything he has and just can't quite get it right. Goes to the high side, slides down to the inside. 2 wheels on the strips as he's trying to get by, coming through the start-finish line.
Give him the bumper. Okay, you gotta answer this for me. Giving someone the bumper the equivalent of giving someone the chair in wrestling?
No. No, a chair probably hurts a lot more.
True.
I don't know, I was watching some late model racing, and there's probably a 13-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid running in it. And he's talking about how his grandpa taught him how to do the bump and run. I'm like,
ooh boy. It wouldn't have been the same late model race that sprint car driver Corey Day was in, was it?
I don't know. I just was watching. I didn't pay much attention, and I saw it. I'm like, wait, what?
Look, speaking of interviews, if you want to watch the funniest interview ever, look up Tyler Carpenter at the Gateway Dirt Nationals in 2022. Jeff Schmeier there, still in the 3rd spot. Christian Bishop on defense, running away from Andrew Schulte like Andrew Schultz is going to take his lunch money.
Trying to find some action back through the field here, but
Good luck. They're all sleeping like fast at the bottom of the lake.
well, let's see. Let's take a look here at a pass. A couple laps ago, Michael Melfeld Jr. Oh, Bob Beltrami. What happened to Bob?
I guess he had a moment.
Lots of them are having just a little bit of moments here. You get, looks like a little too hard on the brakes.
It's easy. It's so easy to do here on this road course, as we got about 12 laps to go here before we get to the end of the race.
Andrew Schulte back at it again. Christian Bishop, 2 tires on the dirt. And he's still going to stay right there. See if Andrew Schulte tries to cross him over on one of these S corners here. Stays to the high side. And Christian Bishop is just wheeling that 26 Chevy there.
I mean, yeah, he's trying to drive it for all he's worth. So we got 11 laps to go. And Andrew Schultz has matched him tit for tat all night long. As these guys come out of the second turn and they go for that swooping left-hander. That's the deceiving corner, as Christian Bishop and Andrew Schultz match are almost at a chess match to see which one blinks first.
Andrew Schultz is trying everything he can. He's like, all right, I'm tired of following him. What line can I run that's going to get me more speed and make me be able to make this pass? Christian Bishop always slides to the high side on Moss there, and he just gets a better run coming off of the corner.
If you're Andrew Schultz, you want to be aggressive, but you don't want to be overly aggressive, because that's when you're going to make the mistake. And that's when you're going to make the mistake that lets Jeff Schmeier get back into the lead, or in that second position.
Speaking of Jeff, let's go back and take a look at Justin Michael, as he is running P8 right now. And like I said, it's one little mistake, and he has found himself back here in 8th position after running up front. Gonna heat up again up front here. Andrew Schulte drives it to the inside. Christian Bishop forces him back to the outside lane. Still there. Christian Bishop has got to be driving out of his rearview mirror, as he is blocking every lane that Andrew Schulte tries to run.
Andrew Schultz is going to have to spin him out if he can.
Looks like Schulte learned a little something there from Bishop, as they were almost identical coming through Moss there. As these guys are battling, there's a crash a little ways back. Like Brian Barnes had a little issue. Schulte tried to go to the outside, and Bishop kind of blocked him there again. Almost identical, getting loose through turn 10 there, coming back through turn number 1. Andrew Schulte tries to drive it in deeper than Bishop is going to, and just can't quite get enough speed to get by. Welcome back, Alan.
I don't know what happened with Discord.
Well, I was talking, then all of a sudden you disappeared. I'm like, whoa, hey.
Hey, I do that. I Houdini out of here, don't I? That's all good.
These last 10 laps, if these guys keep going like this, are going to be crazy.
It's going to come down to the last lap pass, and who's going to come out on top.
I mean, Andrew Schulte has been matching Christian Bishop every move. And it looks like Andrew Schulte, the last time through Moss there, he was able to basically run identical line that Christian Bishop did. As Bishop has got it figured out, he's one of the fastest trucks through there. Coming up on the lap car of Dustin Burns. But shouldn't play too big of an issue here, as we are 9 to go now.
40 laps in, and we are 40 minutes in. Right now, Christian Bishop and Andrew Schulte are taking a drive to Grandma's house.
Dustin Burns goes, yep, peace out. I'll take the dirt road. These guys are putting on a race here on the road course as they get ready to come through Moss again. Andrew Schulte stays right with him. Christian Bishop still got a little better drive off, but Andrew Schulte is definitely learning something from following Bishop around Moss there.
I don't think it's time yet, but it's getting there. He's going to have to do something pretty drastic if he wants to get around Christian Bishop.
Yeah, if you're Christian Bishop, it's one of those things. You like to kind of be out in front, but you also want to be able to control your destiny here. As you were in second, you have the ability to kind of bump a little bit to make the pass on the last lap, and there would be basically nothing the leader could do.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I don't know that Andrew Schulte would do anything drastic, but you definitely want to get as far away from him as you can. As these guys have spread out, let's go back and take a look back here with Chris Simard and Matt Sisler battling it out a little bit as well. They're pretty much the only ones that are as close as the leaders on track.
I tell you what, though, 8 laps to go. This one has been a pretty good race so far. As you know,
we gotta see what happened with Jeff. Oh, Moss. Oh, throttle too much. Loose all the way down. So that's going to cost him a couple spots there as he's back to 5th.
that's that mistake you can't afford to make right now. Here comes Jeff Schmeier. He's down there in 5th position.
Kyle McCartney, Lyle Swearingen, Andrew Schulte. Andrew Schulte is a half second back now of Christian Bishop. Still can't get by. Nothing going right now. Ryan Steele back here with Justin Michael, about a half second apart.
I have no idea what Discord is thinking right now.
It just doesn't like you, Alan.
I don't think.
We got 7 laps to go. And almost everybody's pretty well spread out. Closest battle is for the lead. Andrew Schulte trying to slide that 81 Toyota around to get any sort of speed he can on Christian Bishop. Just hasn't been able to do it yet.
Well, right now, if you're going to shoot a video on how to get around this road course, Andrew Schulte and Christian Bishop are the two guys that you'd want to be as your what's the word I'm looking for? The actors. Just what an impressive run with 6 to go.
They have a 12-second gap on Lyle Swearingen back in third place.
You know, I watched XMS, the Xfinity series.
Yeah.
And the leader of that race at Coda, on the last lap in the last quarter, turned the car around and drove it in reverse across the finish line.
Well, I don't think the leader's going to have that luxury here. Oh, Andrew Schulte all over the track.
Keep it on the road there, buddy. Andrew Schulte is going to get the lead or die trying. I don't think the lead's that important where you got to almost spin yourself out to get it.
Yeah, he wants to get a W here.
Hey, look, that'd be like winning the lottery, and the next thing you know, poof, gone. Bye, sayonara. May 11th is the High Limit Series from Granite City, Illinois, presented by Kubota. Get to see Kyle Larson and gang.
Yeah, did you hear who else gets to get back out on the track? Going to be
Kevin Harvick
on standby there. Yeah, Kevin Harvick.
Happy Harvick.
Back in a car he belongs in.
Oh, at least not for RCR.
Yeah, but it's still a Chevy.
Sure. You know what though? At this point, it really doesn't matter what brand it is because
No, it's all the same.
It's all the same.
Unless it's a drafting track, then it might matter a little more.
I feel like Toyota's having an advantage at the drafting track.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. 4 laps to go here.
I tell you what, Granite City, Illinois, they have a big $20,000 to win super late model race coming up during the Cup weekend. And I tell you what, Mike, out of all the cities, St. Louis will absolutely get behind NASCAR racing when they come to St. Louis.
Oh, whoa. Morris Borgen right in front of the leaders. Wow.
That was close.
Could you imagine if he would have wrecked both the leaders and Lyle Swearingen and Kyle McCartney just kind of waltz on by?
That would be insane.
Could you imagine how angry Christian Bishop and Andrew Schulte would be?
Angry enough to hop the next plane to go find him.
Here they go through Moss again. Christian Bishop just has that nailed. That is where he's getting a lot of his time.
Oh man, 3 laps to go here. 53 minutes worth of racing. Mike, you'll look. you know, and you'll be signing off just as the electric company pulls the power.
Yeah, it'll be pretty close, yeah. Have to make sure everything's shut down before that all happens.
Yeah, don't forget to shut down your computer.
Yep.
I tell people that all the time. You know, I say, hey, make sure you shut down your computer because you don't really want a power crash.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like the unexpected.
What's funny is I was strolling through the good old Facebook there, and a bar in town goes, oh, we're going to shut down at 11 tonight because of the power outage. I'm like, oh, hey, a bar closing early.
And then you realize
Yeah,
what they were shutting down
Yeah, I'm like,
for.
oh, never mind. Never mind. There's going to be no power in town, so, yeah.
Oh, everybody's going dark. Okay.
Yep.
Get the
Yeah,
flashlights handy.
It's the whole substation.
I tell you what, if you want to see some fun, some shocking videos, you'll watch arc flash videos. Nothing doing there, as these guys have been battling for many moments late there.
Yeah, these guys have been the closest ones on track. Andrew Schulte has got to get to the bumper of Christian Bishop. He just has to.
I still feel like he's got enough there, though.
I don't know that he has enough speed.
Well,
As
popsicle
Burns-
sticks,
I'm going to say Burns pulls off.
popsicle sticks go down. A white flag comes up. Andrew Schulte's got another, look, 5.5 minutes to figure this out.
He has got to just stay right with Christian Bishop. Hope Christian makes a little mistake and then just be able to capitalize. But we've seen both of them make almost the same mistakes at the identical time. Andrew Schulte trying to make this pass, staying right with Christian Bishop. Jump on board here, just see how close these guys can get to each other as they're coming down the hill, headed towards Moss Corner here. Schulte drives it in deep. Christian Bishop with another amazing corner coming through Moss. And looks like he's just going to set sail and drive away.
Oh, Schulte's still got time. He's looking. Not yet. He says, not yet. Just not yet. Not yet.
Time is running out.
Oh, yeah,
Coming-
the sands of the hour. Sands
Coming-
of the hourglass are definitely running out.
Schulte drives it in deep. Side by side they go. Schulte almost sideways. Christian Bishop wins.
Wow.
Andrew Schulte hung it all out on the line. But Christian Bishop is going to bring home the win.
We got to go back and watch that corner again. That was fun. He was Schultz was very sideways. Here we go. Because Andrew Schultz just doesn't, I don't think he just has enough motor. But here we go. That first, here, the right-hander. Schultz gets very sideways. Man.
He was trying everything he could.
Yeah, he tried everything but the sushi.
Let's take a look at this real quick. Right, just because we have to.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Justin Michael having a little fun there after the race.
Justin Michael just got more airtime than that skateboard at the X Games.
All right, let's see if we can get third place up here. All right, Alan, let's get you Lyle up here.
Lyle, it's Mike and Alan in the SRM booth. How's it going, bub?
Doing good.
Hey, look, man. Third place finish at a very technical course. Take us through those laps and how you managed to get around this road course.
That definitely wasn't expecting top 5 even. Yeah, the tires. It was all about managing those tires. If you burned up the rears too quick and you got no traction on the X of these corners, you weren't going anywhere. And the guys that can be really smooth on that gassing, get those nice X's, that was the key. Not sure how I got around here. I guess just enough practice and just told myself just easy on the gas, just race the track, don't race the cars, race the track, and they'll eventually come back. I mean, we got one spot from fourth from the qualifying, so I mean, I'm ecstatic with that.
Awesome. And, I got to know, I know you're from Fontana, California. What's the update on the racetrack out there?
There is no Auto Club Speedway, and there's no replacement. There's a lot of construction tracks and a whole lot of nothing going on, and it's kind of sad to see.
Yeah, well, before we get you out here tonight, is there anybody that you'd like to thank to help get you here tonight?
I just thanks WSRL for putting these up. It's always fun racing out here. Thanks to my teammates, FBR Motorsports, and just have a blast racing with them. And then we got to throw in the FBR Simrig Accessories Creation Studio brand. So hope you guys had fun watching.
Yep, we sure did. And we'll see you on the next one.
All right, have fun.
Yep, that's Lyle Swearingen, your third place finisher.
All right, let's Andrew Schulte up here. Andrew, Mike, and the booth, man, how's it going?
Could be better. Could be better.
Well, we were waiting anxiously for a little bumper there to Christian, but you just couldn't quite get there. It looked like you were trying everything you could to get by him on the last few laps, especially on that final corner. But how was it racing out there?
Racing was great. Yeah, I mean, I was on his bumper a couple of times, but Christian's never raced me dirty as far as I can remember, and I'm not really one to do that. Yeah, a win would be nice, but when it comes down to it, I'm in a points battle with Simpson right now. So I was like, okay, I can finish P2 and have a decent day. One spot more doesn't do much points wise as far as I know. I guess I haven't really paid attention, but to move someone out of the way who I just can't race like that. Younger me might have, but I mean, he defended extremely well. There's nothing I could do to get around him with 3 or 4 lap fresher tires. So I mean, I had the faster truck there towards the end, but he was well deserving of the win.
Definitely looks like it's going to be a tight battle as far as the points go as well. I mean, you guys have 3 drop weeks, and both you and Chad have a couple bad races, but they're all pretty similar when you look at them. So I think it's going to come down to 1 or 2 points is all that's going to be the difference. So how do you look forward through the rest of the season as we head to more speedway type tracks?
Well, I hope it doesn't come down to this 1 point. That'll suck. But we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing all season. Just be as consistent as we can. Try and stay out of trouble. Especially tonight, that was the big thing. Was just keep it on the track and don't take ourselves out of the race. Especially when road courses don't have any cautions. So yeah, big thing was just being consistent, and we're gonna try and finish out the season that way, and hopefully the title falls our way.
Definitely, man. Well, anybody you want to thank before we get you out of here tonight?
Yeah, yeah. The first and foremost, like I said, congrats to Christian, and appreciate the clean race in there. I know I could have been the one to do something, but it was a great battle. I hope that was fun to watch. Shout out to the Sim Racing Media crew, Bob for giving us a great place to race on Tuesdays and Fridays. Shout out to the Bandit Motorsports, Bandit Motorsports teammates, and patented paints for the truck, and my wife and kids as always.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats once again, and maybe we'll talk to you later in the season.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Alan, I'll let you talk to the race winner here.
Christian, is Mike and Alan in the SRM booth. How's it going, bub?
Fantastic. How are you guys?
We're doing good. Look, man, you just put on a master class on how to get around that Tetris turn 5. We thought it would be Calamity Corner all night. What was your secret to getting around such a difficult racetrack here tonight in Canada?
I was basically just trying to keep it together and avoid any wheel spin and locking of tires that I could possibly do. So, especially coming out of the hairpin, avoiding the rear wheel spin there can keep you from falling off a lot later in the race, which I think was kind of the difference that kept me, at least what kept me able to be competitive with Andrew to the end.
Yeah, it looked like Andrew Schultz tried throwing everything but the kitchen sink at you. Were you pretty much in defense mode when you noticed he was behind you, or were you just kind of still able to just run your own race?
Oh yeah, it was. I was lucky that I picked the right side of the track to defend a couple of times, and that was really all that. Otherwise, it was just trying to stay just barely enough ahead to where he couldn't put a run anywhere. And really, it's coming out of the hairpin, especially if you can avoid giving someone a run coming up that hill. It's just really hard to throw a move anywhere else. And so yeah, if you can keep them far enough behind you there, you can kind of be in control of the rest of the track, and they have to throw some kind of more hazardous move to get around you, and it's a lot easier to defend, except unless you mess up the hairpin, in which case you're kind of just toast.
Yeah, so before we get you out of here, is there anybody that you would like to thank to help get you here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my teams, ZFG and Spaceship Racing, some great folks over there. Also, my 3-year-old daughter who just had her birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday, Violet. And yeah, I guess this one's for her.
All right. Well, once again, congratulations on the win here, and we're getting ready to head stateside for the next few races. So we'll see you on the next one.
Heck yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
All right, so that will do it here for the interview portion. Let's see if we can jump back and look at the race results real quick. Christian Bishop with the win, Andrew Schulte, Lyle Swearingen in the top 3, Kyle McCartney, Butch Davis comes in with a top 5. Then we have Jeff Schmeier, Justin Wilkinson, Justin Michael, Ryan Steele, Matt Sisler inside the top 10, Chris Simard, Wayne Hutchinson, Brian Barnes, William Fletcher, Michael Melfeld Jr., points leader, Chad Simpson back in 16th. Bob Beltrami and Kelly Bishop round out the top 18. We got Julian Ricci, Morris Bogan, Dustin Burns, Dan Brazington, and Charlie Widener are the drivers that took part in the race. But with that being said, we're going to head to, I believe, let me just check the good old schedule here. We will head to Texas and then out to California before wrapping it up at Phoenix and Las Vegas.
Well, it's been a long season.
Yeah, 20 races here. They have 3 drop weeks, so the next few races are going to basically determine the championship. Once those drop weeks start to come into effect, we'll get the lowdown on the points every week for you guys. But from all of us here at Sim Racing Media and all of the drivers of the Western States Racing League, I want to wish you guys good night, and we will see you next time.